It could break your heart to watch the sun strike gold along this shore, where the little boats still bump and spin as they did long years before. The harbor lights burn dim tonight. They've closed these boats all down, and the men all stand in silence on the corners of the town. And they stand in smoke by empty stores. They watch the cars roll by. They stare into the distance with hard and angry eyes. So it's farewell to the harbor. Oh, it's farewell to the fields. Farewell to deep salt water. Swells beneath your keel. What's gone is lost forever. I pray someday we're healed, and that we'll meet again some brighter day. Next turn of the wheel. Houses here look much the same. Well, perhaps a bit more worn, and the shingles gleam like silver, as they did when we were born. And the scent of pine and moss and vine, yes, and rose and bay leaf too, still spice the warm and fragrant air, as they did back in our youth. So it's farewell to the harbor. Oh, it's farewell to the fields. Farewell to deep salt water that swells beneath your keel. What's gone is lost forever. I pray someday we're healed, and that we'll meet again some brighter day. Next turn of the wheel. I dipped my hand into the sea. I raised it to my mouth. The sudden warm breeze stirred the air. Up from the south, and the air was sweet with blossoms, and the sea was salt with tears, and the sun danced on the water. I was swept back through the years. I climbed the hill and I paused for breath. Yes, and one last backward glance down by the green as emeralds hill, where the fragile cornflowers dance. And I stood once more and I crossed the ridge of that dear and familiar hill, and the beating of the waves was lost. Like a heart forever stilled. So it's farewell to the harbor, farewell to the fields, farewell to deep salt water that swells beneath your keel. What's gone is lost forever. I pray someday we're here. We'll meet again some brighter day, next turn of the wheel.
Greetings everyone, thank you for joining me and watching my time-lapse video about my process that I chose for my Litha pages, and I hope everyone had a great summer solstice and was just able to spend time with friends and really enjoy the power of the sun. And thank you for watching this video. So I'll just dive right in. I kept my title page really simple, and I wish I had better lighting up here. I do apologize. Throughout the time-lapse I tried to lighten it up as much as I could and make sure you could see the colors, but as I can tell from the camera right now, you can really only see the orange and the black. But during the video, I don't know if you could also notice I was trying to flip back and forth between my Beltane page to see the kind of font that I used for spring and for the title on the top. And I just kept this one super simple because I've just been so busy, as I mentioned in my last video. So I was just happy that I could finish this at all. So here's the title page, and the next page was my informative history on Litha. So again, I use my bright colors, and if any of you saw on my Google Plus, I did a sun wheel this year. I wanted to find sticks in my front yard, but that didn't happen. So I went to the art store and bought a few dowels, and I have a ton of yarn, so it chose bright colors, reds, oranges, yellows, whites, and even if you wanted to use golds or shimmering silvers, any of that would work. So I just drew the pattern that I used for my sun wheel. So this is all the information, what date it falls on, where the word solstice comes from, things like that, and what it represents. So that was the first page. And then my second page, where I was gonna do another sunflower, then I decided, listen, that's gonna be overkill. So I have a ton of succulents. I love them so much. So there's one that has this really long stem and blooms these really gorgeous pink flowers. So I took a little picture of that and drew it up, so I wanted to include that. And at the top I have 6 things for a solitary practice, such as greeting the sun at dawn, honoring storms, lighting a bonfire for fellowship and friendship, seeking out the St. John's wort. So if anybody knows why, I just took this from a list, but if anybody knows why at Litha people seek out St. John's wort, let me know. That's kind of interesting to me. Chase fireflies. I don't have fireflies here in California. I miss them so much. I had them back in Pennsylvania. And making a sun wheel. That was my addition to making a sun wheel. Also, I found these really cool recipes on Pinterest for I guess they're alcoholic beverages, and one is called Dawn, and when you mix them together, I'll put the recipe up with this. It looks like the sunrise, and then one that is dusk that looks like the sunset, and I can't wait to try this. So these were my pages, and I hope everyone enjoyed them. Thank you again. I am mulling over what I'm going to add next, so I thank God I have the next week and a half to 2 weeks off of work, so I'm going to be posting some more videos. So let me see if I can zoom in here. Blessed be everyone. Have a wonderful week.